stepped on an earring on a week ago from tonight, and it's healing to the best of its ability. I honestly wish faster. Damn it, we're at my least good angle. I'm just gonna say, if you think I look ugly right now, I'm blaming the fucking angle. I've been trying 6, 2, 4, 6. I've been trying 8 different angles. This is the fucking worst one. This is the worst angle of all. I'm gonna smoke weed and I'm about to get wildin'. Probably good though for this section of jokes, which is faith, God, and trying to have my music enough to where I can hear it for comfort, but not so much that I get in trouble for copyright. But yeah, so wild questions. Oh, I have to take off my glasses, and now I can't see. I can't read from here. Here's where I can read. This is my, I don't have, it's like where I can get hit with a ball in the face before I can even read the ball. Because I have the near sight, not the far sight. I can't see it coming until it's about right here. I'm also going to turn on the fan because I am cooled down. And my fan only has 2 settings. And it is barely there. No, I take that back. Fan's got 3 settings. Fan has an off setting. The fan will go off. It has an off, barely there, and it is absolutely fucking wildin'. I'm going to do barely there. It's perfect for every time of the year. Unless it's so fucking cold. You want the fan to be completely off. Shit. The van has better temperature. Also, if I make it to the back of this page, which probably won't be today, it's going to be coincidences that people wrote in. And thank you, one person, for writing in their coincidence, because that matters to me. I hope you're on live when I do it. Okie dokie. So, faith, God, and Bible curious. When did you first question your faith? About 12 years old, when I went to an actual religious school. Which is so funny to say because I grew up in the Catholic Church where I did take catechism classes. But, like, I went to a public elementary school, and then, like, my parents weren't, God, and I know they're the only people that fucking watch this, so, like, hey, Mom, Dad, hey again, my biggest fans ever. I would do an OnlyFans, but I just feel like it would be weird. You guuld already wipe my butt. It wouldn't even be sexy at this point. You'd, like, have flashbacks. I really didn't question religion when I was just growing up Catholic, to be honest. Like, I went to a private middle school, and then a religious private middle school, a non-denominational like Christian. And then I went to a public elementary school. So, like, my church shit was separate. In fact, it was always kind of, I don't know, it was like, I said it on just this last episode. Catholic Church, if you take out the molesting of kids, and I was a chubby girl, so, like, I wasn't getting molested in Catholic Church. Like, I wasn't I wasn't their cute boys they wanted. Like, I thought the priests were cute. The priests were like, oh, bitch, starve off your chest. You see Jesus on the cross. That's what you want to get. Put down that fork with those pancakes. Like, when I first questioned my faith was not, though, any of that. Like, there was a separation of church and school for me. And so it was like more of a theater thing or a spectacle or a show we would go and see. Like, when my school became my church too, which was at 12, is when I began to question things, as I probably would have any 12-year-old in school. So, like, whatever I was placed in, I was probably going to question, because I was that bitch. Not that I ever answer the questions, but, like, I was going to be questioning stuff. So the first time I questioned my faith was once I went to non-denominational Christian middle school and learned to read the Bible. Because they didn't actually teach me to read the Bible in Catholic school. They taught me how to take crackers. They taught me how to drink wine. They taught me that I had to talk to a man for God to forgive my sins. And that was about it. And, like, I still love beverages and carbs to this day. But I love drinks and carbs. I love drinks and carbs. So beverages and bread, drinks and carbs. so fucking much. But, I just tell God all my sins now. I mean, God already knows. Who am I being a good character for at this point? It's like, take my soul before I wake. And homie is like, you're not good enough yet. Continuing the question. All right. What's your relationship with prayer? It is vital to me. I run off of hopes and prayers. That's what I run off of. So I'm sorry if that's all I have to give you. Honestly, if that's all you have to give me, I would love to take more hopes and prayers from anyone. And I spend a lot of time alone in my bedroom thinking about other people and sending them thoughts and prayers. And that fucking sucks. And I know it's a piece of shit move because that doesn't show love at all. And that's why a huge theme of my life is loving people and not being able to show, or just not feeling like... A huge theme in my life is loving people, like my mom, like the people I love the fucking most, and then them not knowing I love them. My mom now is different, but like me growing up, like I would really, really love her, and then she would think I hated her. And it's just because my love is probably not great. I'm not really good at the love languages. It's why one of the successes I prayed the most for is to be successful in my relationships. And what I really mean by that is by being successful in showing all the love languages, and then also meeting all of the various types of love that one can have for other people and things. Deficient at love. I'm autistic, but I'm a girl and it's different. I really, really care about people and their emotions and their feelings. I'm not like, and I try to be good at it. And that's why I remember learning how to give a hug. That's one of, not even my earliest fucking memories is having parents who deserved hugs, but I didn't give it to them because I was on weird other like autistic shit. I have an early memory of learning how to give a hug by watching a friend lose like a grandpa or something. We were like, I don't know, like 9 or 10, and her crying, and like the third friend in the group giving her a hug, and me being like, oh fuck, that's what I should have done. It's like give her a hug because she just lost this person. And then well, yeah, now I know what to do, but I had to like learn certain social cues. I really did. But being social mattered a lot to me because I really love people, even though I also will take time away from people because I hate myself, and so I don't think I'm good enough. So it's like, oh my God. My relationship with prayer is clearly I fucking need it. I have, all my hopes are in prayer form. All my thoughts are in prayer form if I'm alone. Sometimes if I'm not alone, they're in survival mode, my thoughts. But like, if I'm alone, I'm almost in constant prayer. And I mean, I'll get on my knees too when the rainbows and the mood fit. It's not going great for me. Do you think God has a sense of humor? I absolutely know God has a sense of humor. Call me out of my mind, but I've heard God laugh, and God thinks I'm funny. However, I don't always get God's sense of humor. God is funny beyond me. I love to not take things seriously, but I'm still down here in the fucking water cycles. And sometimes God laughs at things that I don't understand the funny in yet. But God has laughed at me, and one of the most beautiful things I have ever known is the sound of God's laugh. So that is why I'm on personal miracle shit. I'm out of my mind. It's true. I'm trying to be in my right mind just to get by for life. Since clearly homie doesn't want my soul before I wake. Have you ever felt mad at God? Right now I am frustrated with God. This is absolutely true. And God knows all my emotions. I don't even need to tell God how I feel. God just knows, and God will deal with them. God created me to be how I am. If God wanted a girl that was a little less angry at God, then God would have created a girl a little less angry at God. Maybe God would have made circumstances a little bit different so a girl wouldn't feel so distressed and uncomfortable at certain points. But you know, that's on God. I'm just going to try my best. I hate myself. I already do. Can I hate myself more? Probably fucking not. I wish I hated myself more. I can't figure out how. There's a part of me that kind of likes myself. And I almost hate myself for that. Literally, autobiography. Verbally done. Because I didn't have time to write. My hands are so busy. Trying to fly and being autistic. God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, so I don't blame anyone for weed, which is how I started this entire thing. And after not smoking weed for a long time, the weirdest I get is the first time I smoke weed, and the longer I go within a 24-hour period without smoking, the weirder I will get when I do. Weirder. What's your favorite Bible verse and why? If I'm out of my mind, it is for the Lord's sake, and if I'm in my right mind, it is for the sake of people. Also, the entire thing about love, I really love, and I like the thing in the Beatitudes too. And I like the part that is like, the miracle of our religion is great, that God was made into flesh, and like preaching to the nations to this day. And this was said at a time when like God wasn't even yet preached to the nations, as like, you know, you gotta go pretty fucking remote to have people that don't at least know of the concept of Jesus. A good homie. He never really meant much. He meant no bad ever in that existence. That I guess he was a man. I admire that. Even as a woe, full of woe, version of. Very sad. Great parents though. Just like God. God had good parents. God didn't have shitty parents. Don't ever forget, Jesus had a stepdad that loved him before stepdads loving you was a thing. Like, there were decades, thousands of years off of stepdads just not loving children naturally. And Jesus had one of the first, just a guy that was like, I don't care. I'm going to try and take care of the situation. I love this woman and this child so much. My love transcends any like worldly fucking label shit. Alright, do you feel more like Mary, Martha, Peter, or Paul? Whoa. ChatGPT asked some questions. Well, I have to answer those in two ways, and okay, so I'm going to separate these. Not that I don't understand to a little bit degree everyone except all of them a little bit. I'm way more Martha. I'm way more Mary than Martha, but the only reason I'm Mary is because I was raised by a Martha. So my mom is like more Martha. I'm like more like Mary because it was an easier thing for me. If you read the Bible, this makes sense. Peter and Paul were very different, but also like they were more on each other's side than like John or something maybe would have been. And so like I might be more John than Peter or Paul. Peter and Paul were not that different. They was like Peter would go to Paul for help and vice versa. Like Peter had the thing where he had actually like seen God, but then Paul had the thing where he was a damn good preacher after it and all that. From what I know, I don't know anything though. Not completely. Alright, have you ever experienced a miracle, big or small? It's a redundant question. That's a whole part of my thing. Like, I'll be like, hi, I'm Amy. I had a personal miracle. You don't need to know what it was because it won't make sense to you. If you want to know, I'm going to talk way too long about it. Everyone probably has more of them than they realize. Basically, there's a way that something comes in and spits on your shoe in a way that is almost undeniable. There is something more magical than the bullshit we've been in. And I've had that, absolutely. I was at, you know what, as crap as things are for me right now, I was at a true emotional rock bottom that I'm not even at right now. No, I'm fucking not. I was at a true emotional rock bottom, and I got a little personal miracle, and it wasn't anything that should matter to anyone. It was the simple cancellation of a meeting for work where like I was drowning under the work of it already. So a simple cancellation rocked my world enough to where I was at when I was, screaming into something because I was stuck in traffic, and I was already gonna, like, it sucks to be stuck in traffic when I was required for a job to go to a location where I'd be stuck in traffic, do classes, do activities, do all of it, and then come back to the location that sent me to the other location, get to everywhere on time during a time where there was traffic, and where they were asking me was like, it's not feasible with traffic. So I was just freaking out. So I was praying to anything that was irrational because I was being asked to do irrational things, and then something fucking irrational answered me, and I have a personal miracle. What's something about Christianity that you struggle with? The hypocrites, the hype men, that especially I was talking about, like, just kind of doing the theatrics of Catholicism was never a problem for me. It was a lot more going into the finer points of Christianity, which made me realize the hypocrisy in the church. Not that I know shit completely, or that I even think that that is still a case, but just in certain areas, and not even all. In fact, I'm so grateful for some of the teachers I had for really showing, like, great humanity. And all my teachers were younger than I am now, by the way, at Christian school. They were all younger than I am now. I'm old for a Christian school teacher. Like, but, like, there was a few of them that were not fucking bad teachers. And there were a few of them that just were 20 something. And there's a lot to go off of, like, you know, and learning and stuff after that decade. I get to say, as all wise mid-30s. Hella wise mid-30s, though. About to be late. All right, I'm putting on eyeshadow and I might come back. But thank you if you're here.